Fahrenheit. There is a breeze blowing, but the heat in Iowa City a week ago today. It's a very short opening straight by World Cup standards. Uphill and then a right-hand turn coming very quickly. So the pole shot, which belongs to Mathieu van der Poel in the white, so critical and already a crash. First turn, several riders hitting the deck. Everybody wanting to be near the front for that turn that, as I mentioned, comes up so quickly, so critical to be near the front. And now van der Poel already has a gap here in the opening lap. That is Michael Boros of the Czech Republic checking his bike after going down. Well, how's that for a fast start, Jens Vogt?
Yeah, that was a fast start indeed, and you can see he's already having like 2 bike lengths of an advantage, so he must have just started like a rocket. Let's hope he doesn't pay the price later for it, because this is not a 5-minute race, it's a 60-minute race.
Take a look back at the crash at the first corner. Happened on the outside. It's kind of a ripple effect of
it looked like he might have touched your wheel. I don't think he did slide out. I think he just touched somebody else's wheel.
This is the Trek flyover. Side of it painted like a barn, paying tribute to the state of Wisconsin and Trek's origins here as a company that began in the mid-70s. And just like last week in Iowa City, Mathieu van der Poel getting a healthy margin on the opening lap. This is exactly what he did last week at the Johnson County Fairgrounds in Iowa. It was the start of his wire-to-wire win, where his eventual winning margin was by almost a full minute. And here we are just on lap 1, and he's working his way towards a 10-second lead already.
He did exactly the same thing 2 days ago on this circuit on, well, let's call it a test race they had, and he was winning it in a really convincing style.
It was a race on Friday that was lower than a World Cup level competition, but still many of these same riders he's competing against today were in that race too, and he beat them all.
And he's playing it safe as far as descent. See, he got the leg out to gain more balance. He's not trusting the ground here at all.
The high line seems to be the better line through here. Riders taking various approaches, very tricky, treacherous, off-camber, high speed. And as we saw in the women's race, it was very slippery. A lot of women went out, some crashed into the barriers on that very descent. And now from the descent, immediately back uphill. And now this is the Segafredo run-up. And van der Poel has to get off his bike and carry it up the hill, just too steep to ride.
And have a look at the gap he already put in. It looked like it's close to 10 seconds within the first lap. That is very impressive. Or it's suicide. Let's see how that turns out.
This climb steep and dry, and maybe it's the dryness that's the bigger factor, because it's getting silty, slippery, no grip for the riders, and that makes it very difficult to ride. And so as a result, we're seeing so many get off and carry.
On the plus side, talking about dry conditions, we haven't seen too many bike changes. So I believe the riders, if they don't have a mechanical issue, there's no reason to change the bike on a course like this, because the bike just never gets dirty or muddy. So they're going to play it safe and save the energy. Oh, see, now some of them jump up here and some get off the bike. So it's a 50-50 here between the tactics they're going to use.
That was Quentin Hermans, number 7 there. Last week on the podium in Iowa City, finishing 3rd. Here's our leader, Mathieu van der Poel. And he was talking about